I'm actually surprised none of us have managed to successfully get rid of Batman.
Who wants him dead? I think of him as an essential part of our dance.
Not sure sleeping with the enemy is a wise move considering his rate of success in preventing our climax.
I'm with Oswald on this. The flying rat needs to be exterminated and you're busy toying with him.
A yin to my yang, one might say. Haven't you ever created a riddle you couldn't solve yourself?
No, I am not smart enough to outwit myself.
I don't understand the analogy myself, but if we collaborate, we can at least be one another's meat shields.
The time has come to unleash chaos upon this dreary city. Let's give its citizens a show they'll never forget.
Chaos, you say? I prefer a more organized approach, dear Joker. Streets filled with crime mean structure, a well-oiled machine of mayhem. What if we create a series of strategic diversions? Riddler, your riddles can serve as clues that lead Gotham's protectors on a wild goose chase while we execute our plan.
Fascinating idea, Penguin. But let's add a layer of intrigue. I could craft a riddle that leads Batman to believe he's solving the puzzle to save the city, only for him to find it unraveling before his eyes.
But remember, we need a plan to keep the police occupied as well. Maybe a diversion at the Gotham Bank. We can make off with a fortune as well.
Delightful. While he's following clues racing against time, while concurrently we orchestrate a series of robberies at the city's heart. It would be a riddle wrapped in a mystery shrouded in anarchy.
Gentlemen, it's time we make Gotham our playground.
Indeed, my dear Riddler. But we need a solid plan. No chaotic whimsy this time. We must approach this with strategy.
A riddle wrapped in a mystery, concealed by layers of unrelated sequences of events.
We can gather intelligence from the dark corners of Gotham's underbelly. Bribe a few corrupt cops and politicians to limit intervention.
A few puzzles here and there, and the rest of their friends in law enforcement will be too busy untangling my riddles to notice the real threat until it's too late.
But remember, chaos has its drawbacks. We must secure the innermost bureaucratic powers while you distract them, Joker. I have connections amongst the city's elite. Once we have their money in our pockets, we can weave a web of influence more effectively.
A clever diversion, Penguin. And while you play the capitalist, they'll be unaware that every step leads them into our snare.
I want clowns in every corner. A carnival of madness. It'll be a show they won't soon forget.
I feel more layers are needed. Batman is not easily fooled.
You mean a diversion from a diversion for a diversion? It's never been tried. Perhaps too hard to coordinate without falling apart.
This conspiracy will only be successful if we keep our mouths shut, with enough distractions to bury our main score.
This is why I must stress you do not tangle with Batman on this. I'm already sticking my beak out raising the funds.
All eyes will be on me after our first riddle is solved. Perhaps we should discuss our cuts.
No sense discussing percentages without completing the mission successfully.
Well, I've got payroll to think about.
I'm hoping we break even with investors merely from the bank's side quest. Then we can keep the rest for ourselves.
If only the investors knew what they were investing in.
Bah, half of them are more criminal than us.